Hercules, Hercules. Now I got what you need. Got you bending on your knee. No, I got what you need. Yeah, I got what you need. Little shawty come through. Got what you need. Wanna slide in my cool.
So I'm here with the alternative hip hop phenom, Kam Krzy. Do you pronounce it crazy or Krzy?
It could be crazy. It's cool. You know, it is an acronym meaning Keep Riising to Zenith Year, but you know, it's easier for the people to say Kam Krzy. Yeah, so we just run with that one.
That's a good one. So what did you do before the music?
Before music, man, the passion was basketball. You know what I mean? Wanted to go to the NBA, played high school ball. You know what I mean? That was definitely the passion. And then even baseball and football, really sports. Sports is really the main thing. Then when music found me, it kind of just, you know, took over. You know, been a big part of my life ever since.
Okay, you said something interesting. You said music found you.
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
Well, I mean, a couple of ways. You know, my father was a DJ, so I always kind of had music around. You know what I mean? Listening to different genres of music, but just more so in a way to get emotions out and like really be connected with the music is the way that it kind of made everything happen. A part of like even the spiritual awakening, just everything that music has done has allowed me to use music as a blank canvas and put my emotions and my creativity on, and that's like the biggest blessing. And that's why I say it found me, is because that in that moment when I needed to really express myself, music was there for me. So yeah.
Okay. Now, would you say that your dad was an inspiration that allowed you to believe that you could become anything you wanted to be, just like you just said, an artist?
Oh yeah, definitely my pops, definitely an inspiration. Not just in music, just in life, and that's my all my family. Like I'm very blessed to have a family that I have that instill, you know, positivity and make sure that you can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you do the work, as long as you put your 10,000 hours in, you'll be okay. So definitely.
You said 10,000 hours. Wait a minute now. So what
Yeah,
was
10,000.
you said what now?
Yeah, 10,000 hours. That makes you a professional in anything you do. You put 10,000 hours in, you definitely a professional.
Okay, I don't know if I done.
Mhm.
I've been blogging for a long time. I don't know if I done hit that 10,000 mark, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Okay, KK.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
can you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
your first rhyme? Did you sink or did you swim?
Um, my first rhyme, I would have to say I swam. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Uh, you know, we was in the at my house in high school, man, just spitting, freestyling. You know what I mean? Doing our thing. Music has always been a part of my life, so you know, just being able to be lyrical and creative off the jump is like one of my benefits and things that I do. Like, you know, everybody has their way of making music and writing and stuff like that, but I really feel like it comes naturally.
it definitely comes naturally for you. I mean, and then we're gonna get into that. Let's talk about the meaning of your name, like you said, and your manifestations into greatness. Why was that important for you?
Um, well, manifestation is just a part of everyday life, and being able to channel manifestation and trying to make it happen as reality is the most important thing. And part of that is just knowing yourself. You know what I mean? Figuring out who Cameron is, figuring out how I'm going to present Cam Crazy to the world, and all those type of things are all factors in that. And you know, shout out to the Most High and a lot of my mentors that you know helped me in music, like Ricardo Scales and Shabazz. Just kind of would play God, you know, guides in my journey. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now, speaking of swimming into greatness, you bust out with Dust Off 4 years ago, and the sound was a bit different. You've grown tremendously, and that's my opinion. But in what ways do you think you've grown as an artist?
I got haters every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. My chick want a blue range, she wagging man and go insane before I got the new range. Make sure my diamonds in my chain. Dust off. Man, dust off, yeah. So that definitely was one of my first singles that you know we dropped. Shout out to Golden Gems Records for that song, man. It's growth is growth in my music. came with life experience, you know what I mean? And just being in different studio sessions and picking things from different engineers and stuff like that. So a lot of that growth is due to that time. So we go back to that 10,000 hour mark. It's like what the time that you putting into your work and your craft, you're gonna evolve, you know what I mean, grow. And that's what's going on. And I continue to evolve and grow by, putting in the work and finding new ways to make new sounds and new music. It never ends, you know what I mean?
Right. Facts. You speak very eloquently.
Mm.
So, uh, what is your educational background? And do you think that's important just as you writing your own lyrics and just creating the songs that you create?
Oh yeah, so I went to Sacramento State, out here in Sacramento, California. So it's definitely went to high school in Milpitas High, out to Milpitas High, like in the Silicon Valley area, Google and Apple and all that stuff with. So I definitely had an advantage when it came to, school. Shout out to my parents again. And it's just you having an advantage, but using your advantage and using it as a tool in what you do is the most important thing. And that's something that I'm blessed to know how to do, and I strive people to, get the information that they need, but not only get it, but apply it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's how I'm able to do what I'm doing. How, people say I speak eloquently. Thank you for that compliment. And it's just, it's me, man. It's just me being me and applying the things that, I learned in my life.
Okay. Now, and then applying it to your life, manifestations, like you doing it big. You performed two new singles, Hercules and Top Boy, as opener this new year that just passed at the Music Is My Life concert in Accra, Ghana. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Yeah, you said it right, man. Yeah,
How did
we
that
did that.
opportunity? You definitely did that. How did that
Yeah.
opportunity come about, and in what way? I'm going to ask another question as a follow up after you answer.
Shout out to Miss Mac Marketing, you know what I mean, for hooking that up with Mega David at Africa and Ghana, in Accra. Definitely a humbling experience. Definitely grateful for the connections and people that we did music with. Shout out to Cool Boi and everybody out there in that whole camp. But it's God, it's God's timing. He's put me in the places that I need to be, put me on the tours and the cities that I need to be in. It's just about walking that walk, man. And it's such a journey, but also um it's a joy, to do things that you love and travel, man. Like it's one of the biggest blessings for me.
So then with traveling, you traveling on one of the largest stages like that any breakout artist can get on.
Yeah.
And that crowd was large. So how did you connect with that specific culture? And then like your stage presence, did you feel comfortable? What were some of the things that you took note of?
The biggest thing that I took note of was just being in the moment. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Getting on the stage and just looking at the people who's grooving to your music and feeling that energy and making sure that they feel my energy. And just at the end of the day, just enjoy my music while I'm on stage too. That's the biggest thing. It happens so fast when you're up there. You just, you see all these people, 10,000 people, 15,000 people. You could be overwhelmed, but you also could look at it as like, man, I'm here, and they're gonna hear my music, and it's all in this moment, and it's for a reason. And that, man, like no experience like no other can remake that. Or Africa was such a culture shock, but also just a way of learning culture in Africa, for me, and just connecting with those people and seeing how they interact, and speak English fluently, and just it's a lot to take in, but it's for sure a blessing.
Now, Beyonce, when she did what was that concert? The one that she had on Netflix. She didn't have so many concerts on TV, but
Hmm.
to perform for 8 minutes, it took her like 9 months to practice for that. How did you train for this concert?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a workout routine every day. You know what I mean? Make sure I drink a lot of tea. You know what I mean? And just rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. That's the biggest thing. Practice prevents poor performance. That's one of the OGs told me. So it's always just making sure you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Make sure you get that time yourself to practice. And that put probably like a good, like, 3 months. But I have sets ready. You know what I mean? 30-minute sets, hour sets. It's just about making the crowd move and making people enjoy the music.
Okay, when did you take this so seriously?
Um, like I said, when I had a spiritual awakening is when, I was writing music and I was going through a time in my life. I'm not saying it's darker than other people's times, just, it was a time that I needed some self-reflection. And within that self-reflection, that music is what found me. And that's knowing that okay, this is gonna be the route I'm taking. This is my passion, so let me take it seriously. You know what I mean? Let me get LLCs. Let me get a record label. Let me see how to do this. Let me apply it. Let me listen to people who are more knowledgeable. If I'm the smartest person in the room, that's a bad thing for me. I got to go, learn and soak up game from whoever's the smartest people in the room. So that's just what I took from school, took from life, and just applied it to music. It's been working well for me.
Okay, and with the record label, how long has that been established?
Oh, since 2020. Yeah, 2020 is when it got established. Zenith Music LLC at the Zenith Music Jersey right here. If y'all want to come cop one, hit my
Okay.
DM. But yeah, we've been doing this since 2020. You know what I mean? And just man, just like I said, knowledge and applying the knowledge that how to make LLCs. Boom, let's make the record label because it makes a difference in the long run.
Were you already thinking about the record label ahead of the pandemic, or it just kind of coincided?
Oh yeah, definitely ahead. In the pandemic, ironically, gave me time to really put it together. Though, you had time on your hands. I was like, hey, let me go ahead and make this official. Shout out to the people who had labels before me. My cousin had a label, Golden Gems Records, and my other cousin had CRC Records, Cash Register Crew, and just building off of that umbrella and making my own. It's only right.
Okay. Are you signing anyone to the label?
Still looking at artists. You know what I mean. If you have artists that want to be on part of the team, you could send some music my way, zenithmusic@gmail.com. We'll take a look at your stuff. But yeah, definitely looking at artists, man.
Okay. Now, growing from local to global, did
Mhm.
you ever think it would happen to you?
Um, Not initially with music, no, but I knew, I was destined for greatness. I mean, I'm
Mm.
not gonna say I didn't. It was just about when I'm gonna apply it and how I'm gonna walk with it. So yeah, to answer your question,
Okay.
with confidence. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I said yeah with confidence.
with confidence. Okay. Now, you're currently a brand ambassador for the Golden State Residential Program. What is that?
Oh yeah, so the Golden State Residential Program is out of San Francisco. We help people that's less fortunate, people who have mental disabilities and stuff like that, and we provide homes for them and shelter and stuff like that. So that's what we've been doing 7 years now.
7 years. That's a long time. Big ups to you.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Thank you.
alternative hip hop, was that like initially what you wanted to do? Why so diverse?
Oh yeah, I just with making music since like 2017, and just understanding that my sound was evolving. And it was like people saying you a rapper, you just a rapper. I'm like, I'm not just a rapper. I kind of got a whole lot of melodies and a lot of things going on in my music. So then the genre alternative hip hop came, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what it is because it's definitely um, hip hop, but it's also alternative. And when you listen to my music, you'll hear it, especially with Hercules and Top Boy and those songs. They're singing behind it, even though I'm rapping. So it is definitely a genre that's interesting to listen to.
It's a bop. Your music is a bop. So tell us about your upcoming projects with Cool Boi.
Oh yeah, so we got a couple songs with Cool Boi out of Africa and Ghana, Rockstar. Maybe on the lookout for that one. That was gonna be fire. But yeah, some songs I made up there when I visited them. And man, it's nothing but fire, nothing but heat. A lot to look forward to in the upcoming year.
Okay, what is your creative process when making a song?
It just depends on the situation. I can make a song at home. Here I have my own studio and stuff like that. But also with engineers, when we have engineers, you only have a certain amount of time, so you might have to write 3 or 4 songs within like 3 hours. You know what I mean? So it just kind of depends on the situation. But I actually enjoy working with engineers and getting different input because I feel like it makes the music better. Just having different hands on one project.
Have you ever failed at anything?
I don't think look at it as failing. I just like look at it as learning lesson. You know what I mean? Ways to improve. You know what I mean? Definitely, just coming from a sports background too, just, you're gonna win games, you're gonna lose games, but what lesson did you learn? How are you gonna apply it for the next one? And that's the win. So, there's always gonna be a yin and yang, you know what I mean? But it's a mentality, you know what I mean? To be successful, you have to think you're successful all the time and continue to be successful. So that's a little gem that I'll drop for y'all.
Okay, period, Pooh. So, what is
Mhm.
one big secret that nobody knows about you personally that you could share on this platform?
Big secret,
Yes.
man, I don't got secrets, but my middle name is Matthew. You know what I mean? That's my middle name. My mom gave me that middle name from Matthew verse 13 in the Bible. So that's a secret little thing y'all can take.
Spiritual. Okay, so that comes into the alternative hip hop. You're not like super hardcore where you've been disrespectful, not at all. But
Yeah, no,
it's definitely a nice vibe. So
thank you.
tell us, do you have any new projects coming out that's like behind the two new releases?
Yeah, definitely. Be on the lookout for Rump Shake. That's gonna be coming out soon. I don't want to give out a date yet, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely working on that single dropping this year, so I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a
Why are
banger,
you
y'all.
looking forward to that one?
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs right now that I've
Okay.
made. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. And
Okay.
yeah.
We're excited for you. So
Mhm.
you mentioned a slew of people in the beginning of this interview, which means you have a team. Why is it important for an artist to have a team?
Oh, it's super important because you can't do it by yourself. People might put up a front and say they're doing it by themselves, but they're not. Everything has production. Everything has a place. Everybody has a place they have to be in. And I'm grateful for the people in my team to help me make Kam Krzy possible. You know what I mean? If it's a publicist, if it's a manager or engineer or just a booking agent, like all those things are important to the success of the brand. So yeah, shout out to everybody who's a part of the team.
Okay, big up. So could you give our viewers your website information and where they can copy your merchandise?
Oh yeah, so you can cop the merchandise at kamkrzy.com. That's kamkrzy.com. My socials is kam_KRZY, and that's all TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or X. You know what I mean? TikTok, all that stuff. So yeah, Kam Krzy. There it is. They spell it.
It's fire.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. You did great.
Mhm.
And best, I won't say luck because you're not the type of person that seem to believe in luck, but Godspeed with everything you got going on.
Yes, blessings to that, and I appreciate you for having me.
Hercules, Hercules. Now I got what you need.